Hi guys, and welcome to another book review video. I know I've been kind of up and down with my reading lately, especially since I announced the book challenge list a couple weeks ago. So about a month ago, a book was released called This Savage Song, and I have seen everyone on Instagram reading it, and I've been just so jealous, and I wanted to read it so badly, so I actually bought it as an ebook, but I didn't read it yet. And then I found out that Uppercase box, which I'm subscribed to, they sent out This Savage Song in their July box. So of course I was excited to get it, and I immediately had to read it. I mean, it was fate. This Savage Song is written by Victoria Schwab. She is a New York Times best-selling author. This is the first book I read of hers, and I'm really glad that I was introduced to her by the Bookstagram community and by this book itself, because this book was amazing. And yes, I said amazing with an E. It's that good. So the tagline for this book is, "There's no such thing as safe," and by golly, if Victoria didn't let us know that in this book, in every single page. The back of the book has like a little rhyme, like a little song. It says, "Corsai, corsai, tooth and claw, shadow and bone will eat you raw. Malachi, Malachi, sharp and sly, smile and bite and drink you dry. Tunai, eyes like coal, sing you a song and steal your soul. Monsters, monsters, big and small, they're gonna come and eat you all." So I don't really believe in monsters, but that's kind of like really creepy. But that's the best thing about a book. You want to be creeped out, especially with a cover and a title like this. This Savage Song. Savage. 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 There's something about that word that just makes it much better. There's something about that word that just makes it much better. Savage. Okay, that's all. So we have Kate Harker and August Flynn, and basically the North American territory, as far as I'm aware of, is North American. It is divided between Harker and Flynn. There's some deadly spots where like monsters can get to. You have to wear like a medallion to stay protected from the monsters, which you can buy from Harker, who is pretty much like this big businessman. He's like a head honcho of everything. Kate Harker is, of course, his daughter, and she's pretty much a badass. She has been to so many different schools where she's been kicked out. Her last school was like a St. Mary's type school. She burned the chapel down. Didn't kill anyone, but she burned it down just so she could go back home to where her father is. And that is where she soon meets August Flynn when she goes to the Colton Academy. August Flynn is a monster, obviously. And he is sent to Colton to keep an eye on Kate, just to, you know, kind of protect her, see if his family can protect her from like what's going to happen, because apparently there's going to be a war coming, but no one really knows for sure, but they just want to be safe. And the Flynns really want to try to take her under their wing, just kind of protect her, but Kate is, of course, you know, she's defiant. She doesn't want any protection. She just wants to stay with her father, who she thinks is just, you know, her idol. She wants to be like her father. She wants to prove that she's a Harker, so she wants to kill all these monsters. She wants to be a badass. She wants to be the best. Her father is pretty quiet towards her. He doesn't really interact with her because of her mother, because Kate looks like just her mother, and her mother's not around anymore. So her father is kind of distant towards her because of that, but Kate thinks there are other reasons too. And of course you find out more about her father and, you know, herself and her mother. So really at this Colton Academy, the students are basically left in the dark about the monsters. So really at this Colton Academy, the students are basically left in the dark about the monsters. They're not taught. Like, the teachers don't teach them about the monsters. They teach them about the territories, but not the monsters. They just skip over that. Kate and August are really the only ones that are aware of what's going on and where the monsters are, what kind of monsters there are, what they do, etc., etc. And that really kind of brings them closer, but Kate does not know that August is a monster. But she does sense that something is wrong because he doesn't really eat human food. He gets this hunger where he wants to, you know, eat the souls of, like, sinners. But there aren't really sinners around him, so that makes him very jumpy, very ill. At Colton Academy, August goes by Frederick Gallagher, aka Freddy, and Kate knows right off the bat, you know, he's not a Freddy, there's something else that's going on, and of course she tries to unravel that. She does unravel it in the end, because, I mean, it's gotta happen, it can't stay a secret forever, right? I'm trying my hardest not to reveal too many spoilers, because I know not a lot of people have read this book, but this book was just so good, but I'm trying my best, promise. Anyway, once things come to a head, Kate and August are on the run. They need to get away from all these monsters that are trying to hunt Kate, and Kate is pretty sure about who's trying to kill her, and she tries to tell her dad that, and her dad just doesn't really listen. He's just all about destroying the Flynns because he thinks the Flynns kidnapped her, which is sort of kind of true because she is with August Flynn, but it's not true. Does that make sense? The one thing I really liked about this book, besides it being just explosive and actiony and tensiony, I'm making up words, I really like that Victoria did not just shove a romance in our face. Yes, Kate and August do have a connection that's just undeniable, and there's tension there that's just undeniable as well. But Victoria does not shove it in our face. She doesn't have them all mushy-gushy, kissing, professing their love, making love, yada yada yada, that you see in all the other dystopian worlds. And you think I would like that kind of thing because I like the romance. But I like that there was more focus on the divide in the territory, you know, the divide between the Harkers and the Flynns and what was going on with the monsters. It did not focus just on Kate and August and their connection. It focused on a lot more than that, and that was really important in this book, and I am grateful she didn't shove it in our face. There are some dystopian books where I enjoy the romance, but this one is the first where I was just like, thank you for just including action. Thank you for just doing this or that. Thank you for not shoving their kissing mouths in my face like other authors do. No disrespect. No disrespect. I appreciate the other dystopian books, Divergent, Mortal Instruments, etc., etc. I appreciate that romance. That romance is Die Hard. This is a little bit different. This book, I get the feeling it doesn't have to have the romance. It's all about the action. It's all about the tension. It's all about, you know, are they going to get away? Is this going to happen? It's all about the monsters. And I don't think romance is the #1 key to this book succeeding. It is a lot more than that. There's a reason this book is on the New York Times bestseller list. There's a reason people love this book. There's not much else to say about this book except that it is just amazing, and I'm really glad I finished it. I started it like on the 18th, and then I only got to like 40-some pages. And then I promised myself I was going to finish this book before I went to the beach so I can film my book review video right now. And literally I read the rest of the book last night until about 11-ish at night. I was exhausted, but it was just amazing. I love the ending. The ending definitely leaves room for a sequel, obviously, since this is the Monsters of Verity series. I'm so excited to read more of this book. I can't wait to read the next one. And I'm very glad I finally got to read this book myself after seeing it all over Instagram. I'm finally a part of the pack of this Savage song, and I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I won't be filming any more videos for about a week or so because I will be at the beach from Saturday to Saturday. I will be bringing a lot of advanced copies with me that I currently have right now, and I'll be finishing those up. And then I'll probably be filming a whole bunch of book reviews on some of those advanced copies. So look out for that beginning of August, middle of August, something like that. Subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, like my Facebook page, and I will see you guys after I get back from the beach.